Welcome back to the Mal and Joe Show. Today we are here with D Homes Best Builder for 2017 and 2018. And we are here with Anita and Stephanie, the sales associates here at Britton Homes in Walsh, Fort Worth.
So we're here in the Walsh community, and we would love to know, there's so many builders here in Walsh, why people should choose Britton and what differentiates you guys.
We've been in business for over 50 years. We're a luxury division of Perry Homes, who's officed out of Houston, and our legacy is taking care of the customers and being here before, during, and after the sale. But I think what really sets us apart is our tenure in the business. We're, like I said, a Texas builder. We've been around when others were not so lucky back in years back, and we have a 2-year full workmanship warranty.
And attention to detail. Attention to detail. Really.
We have our own in-house architects that we actually help people through the planning process when they're building with us, as opposed to other builders, and we make it really easy to do business with us. From the initial paperwork to our earnest money policy to stepping you through and guiding you through the process, so that hopefully it's a very easy build from the beginning to the end.
That's awesome.
Both of you ladies have over 15 years of experience, which is even better.
Right.
Yes.
So I've built my home before, and I was so disappointed in the process of where I went to go pick out my finish outs, and there wasn't everything I could want, where I had all these dreams and Pinterest boards ready, and I couldn't make those dreams a reality. So how do you guys see your selections as far as customizations compared to other builders?
Oh gosh, I think Britton particularly has, and Perry as well, has an amazing selection at the Design Center of standard selections. So, sometimes you'll go to a Design Center appointment and you'll have 5 or 10 standard tiles to choose from.
Right.
We have 40, 45.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
And they're wood look tiles. They're 12 by 24. They're not going to be, your standard 12 by 12. There's even some 24 by 24. I feel like our selections are really good at the Design Center. It makes it really easy to stay within the standards.
Right.
Of course, you have upgrades as well that you can go to your heart's content. We do a lot of customization inside, like built-in china cabinets and things like that, where you can customize your cabinetry and things like that. So I think as you see when you're in the model, there's beams in here, we've got shiplap, we've got all the things that you see on Pinterest. So I definitely think you can bring those Pinterest boards to us. And to our designers. In fact, the designers at the Design Center encourage that.
That's awesome.
So they kind of walk you through the process and kind of make that dream come
Absolutely.
to life.
Yeah.
That's the deal. We sell a dream.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And I was supposed to say also, I don't know as far as what your experience has been down there, but the designers have a really good way of bringing everything together. Like when they do get the pictures, that you're like, this is what I want it to look like. So they're able to take from that picture and help you, to the end and come out with pretty much what you're trying to copy from the picture that you sent to them. So they're really good at that. And also, I just wanted to add one thing, and it's like a lot of our standards are upgrades for other builders.
Right.
So if it's a standard for us, I've been told that sometimes it's a level 1 or level 2 upgrade with other builders. So we do try to keep it where you don't have to go down and spend a fortune.
Right.
You can walk away with a beautiful home with just our standard features. So I think that's uniquely
really
different as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
So what would you say, because obviously you guys build all over DFW, what is the appeal of Walsh Ranch?
So Walsh, I think the reason they decided for Walsh to be the first community in Fort Worth that Britton is building in is because it's planned to be Fort Worth's next big community.
Right.
It is an amazing community as far as the amenities and what's included in your HOA, and I think ultimately Britton bought the dream of Walsh as well. So I think it's going to be the next great neighborhood as it continues.
You're going to be
you're buying a lifestyle.
D Homes for 2019.
Yes,
right?
yes. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Now touch a little bit on HOAs.
Right.
Okay, so on HOAs for our lots, so we're on 70-foot lots in Walsh, so the largest not custom lots.
Okay.
They are $216 a month, and it includes your front lawn maintenance, your 2 gigabyte per second internet, your white glove trash service, where when they empty your trash, they roll your trash cans back up to the house. You have a 10,000 square foot gym, a junior Olympic lap pool. You have a 3-acre stocked lagoon that you can also paddleboard in. There are 2 tennis courts, a basketball court. There will be a dog park going in.
Oh, cool.
And then my favorite feature is the makerspace.
Oh, that's
lot
so
of
cool. I
makerspace.
know.
A lot of people aren't familiar with what a makerspace is. So, think about all your woodworking tools, CAD equipment, 3D printers. If you see something online that you really want to make, but you don't know where to start, you go down there, and there is a master woodworker that works there, and there's also someone from the Fort Worth Science Museum. They'll help you come up, draw a plan. They'll give you a supply list. You go buy the supplies, and you come back, and they help you make it. It's just
so
a
cool.
really neat feature.
I can't wait for us to take a tour of that later today.
Yeah.
And there's a village market as well. So
Right.
while they do have gas, it's not your typical gas station. They've got a lot of organic stuff in there, salads and sandwiches and kombucha, and and then in the evening they serve wine and beer, and
so cool.
I think it's planned to extend that into a restaurant. So that's really neat for the residents. Especially because in the village there won't be any national brands. All the national brands will be down by the highway.
Right.
So
More of the
It's all local.
supporting
yes,
local.
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely. What they're hoping is that people who live in Walsh start their own practices and their
Right.
own businesses
Right.
in Walsh. I think they're expecting that to be a couple years out because they just want enough residents to support it.
Right.
But yeah,
That's amazing.
That is very cool.
And at the gym and both pools, you have full towel service. YMCA employees work there, lifeguard.
wow.
So
That's cool.
it's as close to country club living without the golf course
Right.
as you can
Without
get.
those annual memberships.
Yes,
Yes.
much less.
Right.
Yes.
So you guys have finished phase 1, is that correct?
We're not quite finished.
Okay.
We are getting towards the end. So we have 6. Now they just added 2 more. I haven't started yet, but we'll have 6 spec homes left. And 6 lots, 15 lots left. Oh my gosh,
That's a lot.
cut that out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Ever changing.
Right.
It's ever changing. But they are moving dirt and putting in roads for second phase.
That is crazy.
And so we've been told spring of 2020 when we'll be ready to sell, but I think it may be a little earlier than that.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about phase 2. Are the lots going to be the same size? Are they going to be bigger? Are the views going to be better? Or?
So our lots will be the same size.
Okay.
Can't really speak to the views yet because they are still cutting out all the lots and stuff, and so we don't really know yet exactly where our lots are
Location.
located and all
Okay.
of that yet. That's still we're on a need-to-know basis, and
Right.
they don't think we need to know yet. I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure corporate knows.
Of course,
we just
yeah.
don't know.
Right.
But they will be 70-foot lots. We will have 33 lots in second phase, is what I've been told. They may add some more, but I'm not certain about
That's
that.
awesome.
Amazing.
So when people come out to Walsh, what do they do first? Do they come pick their builder first? Do they go pick their lot first? Can you explain that to us?
I think it varies a little bit by person and what's important to them. If floor plan is your ultimate, I think they'll pick their builder first.
Okay.
If the space, the lot that you can't change, is your deal killer, then they'll pick the lot first. A lot of times we'll have people, they're just out driving around and they find a lot that they like and they call that builder that's on that sign.
Right.
But then we have other people who start at the models. They want
Yeah.
to fall in love with the house first and get that inspiration for the house and then pick their lot, which can be tricky because as we continue in phase 1 and the lots get more and more limited, we get limited on what houses we can put where.
Right.
So I think you have to keep an open mind and maybe try to pick a couple lots and maybe a couple floor plans that you really like.
Right.
And then let's see what we can do from there from a repetition policy standpoint, because Walsh is very different and they're very strict about their design guidelines and their repetition policy, so you're not going to have a lot of cookie cutter houses.
Right.
Right.
We're all the same right next to each other. So
Now, quick question. Double lots, y'all allow people to buy 2 lots that are next to each other?
We don't. We don't. And that's the developer. You
Okay.
know? So, and I'm sure us as well, but they don't allow that. They expect a house to be built on every lot.
Okay. Anyway, so thanks again for joining us today.
Thank
Stephanie
you.
and Anita, we are so wonderful and grateful that you guys have taken out the time to meet with us and talk a little bit more about Walsh, and we can't wait to show everyone the amenity center. So
Absolutely.
come join us.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes,
Of course.
absolutely.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
I'm on top of the world.